Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Yeah, I'm here with a video game, Kirby game. I'm not streaming this, which is strange for me. I usually don't ever play games with recording but not on stream. It seems like an art form that's very changed, very thin. I'd say I'd rather I like uploading right now frequently. It feels good, so I feel like, whoa, why not do a game? Do a cool, nice old game, you know? And Kirby's Dream Land is a very short game, so it might be a nice little romp through the Game Boy, you know? Anyway, so this is Kirby's Dream Land, the first Kirby game. Let's go. So, yeah, this is the first level, greens. It's not very green, but, you know, I have, various, see, the thing with Let's Plays, oh, nice, older people, like, haven't watched Let's Plays in a while. It's not my kind of thing anymore, you know? I like, but I wanted to, because a lot of people, when they do Let's Plays, they used to, you know, talk about the game. They used to know a lot about the game, but I don't know more about, you know too much in depth about Kirby's Dream Land. I speedrun Nightmare in Dreamland, but the first one I'm not really that acquainted with. It's just like a regular ass game to me, you know. But you know, people used to be saying like, you know, oh yeah, look at this, look at that. You know, I don't know that much about it. But you know, I don't know Let's Play just to go. I assumed they just to talk about whatever, you know. Look at the game. Look at this. But did you like people used to spit like fun facts and shit? Yeah, and I said before I started, I said, oh yeah, this is gonna be you know, my family friendly video. You know, I won't curse a single time. And there I go, cursing, spitting words. There I go. But yeah, here we go up the tree. Like, I feel like I'm really bad at this, but I remember I used to watch a lot of Let's Players go through like the entirety of the game, go through the game back and forth. They used to like know their fucking ins and outs of the game. Used to know like every single detail about everything, and I appreciated that. You know, they sounded like they were professional gamers. You can tell that before that was a thing. And here we are, Wispy Woods. Did you know his name's Wispy Woods? Yeah, it's confirmed. That's lore. You wouldn't have known that if I didn't tell you, did you? Would you have? I don't think you would have. Would you? I don't remember. It's probably not entertaining at all. But then again, you don't really come to the Let's Play for the gameplay, do you? Actually, no. It's probably one times you do come for the gameplay. It depends on the Let's Player. Sometimes there's just not enough footage of the game. And yeah, the in-between animations are very well done for this game. Fucking sure. That's kind of strange that it has that ability before that was like abilities were a thing, you know? Especially the mic ability being the one that he has in particular. I don't know why that they like. Well, you know, bad singing does give him a little bit of characterization in a way. These masks are supposed to be something about Japanese folklore. I don't know. I'm not Japanese. I can't pretend. I don't think there's any point in this room, but I just wanted to show off. Is there a point? I don't remember. But I wanted to say that the swimming's way different than it is in Adventure. It's actually just like walking, but like with a weird floating mechanic. It's like not even like Mario. No, it's not like Mario, but you can attack him Mario. I don't know what that question mark block's for. I never knew what that block was for. I was always so curious about it. If you could tell me, that'd be cool. You in particular, yes, you. And here's the first the first boss. Here's the mini boss of the level. LOLOLO, I think. Very easy. All you have to do is what I just did, I guess. People usually like, you know, like, oh, this is how you beat the boss. He has like 3 HP, but I mean, this is Kirby, and most of the stuff is fairly obvious. This game is meant to be simplistic to the bone. To the bone. Like Kirby has bones. I don't even know I got that. Oh man, it sure is accurate. I love slowdown. I do love slowdown. I mean, if you think about it, the Game Boy was made from like parts from like the fucking 70s, so I mean. And here's the boss, LOLOLO and LOLOLO from I think it's, what is the game called? It's I completely forgot. It's not Clue Clue Land. Clue Clue Land's the one with like the orange girl. I don't know. I think it's called Adventures in like Lolo or something. Adventures of Lolo or Adventures of something, but they it was by HAL Laboratory. They also made that game. Anyway, so yep, that's a star. And here's the iconic Kirby dance. Yeah. I always love the it's really charming of the game. Gotta admit that you know, as primitive as it is, this game has a charm already. You know, also has slowdown, lots and lots of slowdown. What are you gonna do? You know, it's like, you know, I like viewing stuff, you know, historically, and Kirby, you know, even from like, this was in '92, right? You know, the Game Boy, you know, was immensely popular, but like, it seems like it's like what's it called, Wii popularity, where like a lot of people only buy like 1 or 2 games or whatever, you know. So like a lot of people play Tetris and Mario Land, but you know, a lot of people played you know, the Final Fantasy Legend, for instance, which is actually, I think it's, what's the series called? What is it? It is, God, I forgot. The Saga games. That's the name for the actual, like, you know, franchise, because they changed it because it would have had more brand recognition if it was named after Final Fantasy, and they're trying to make Final Fantasy a you know, a franchise in America at the time, which, you know, the Final Fantasy Legend for the Game Boy is actually, like, you know, technically like the second game with the Final Fantasy branding here, because we never got like actually Final Fantasy 2. We got like Final Fantasy 4, which is Final Fantasy 2. So, you know, it was labeled Final Fantasy 2, but it was actually 4. So, because the Famicom like was like lasted way longer than the NES did, I don't know like how, but because if you think about it, the Famicom was like made in 83, and then the NES was like made in like let's say you know, what's it called? You could say it was made like released in 85, but it really was released in 86. Because, you know, the 80s had a very different, whatever. That gets rid of your, Kirby, by the way. Yeah, 86, because the NES has, you know, back in the 80s, they had a very different way of, getting products out there. And they had to convince the retailers to pick it up, if you didn't know. Which I'm pretty sure a lot of people know by now, but, they, you know. So if you went to a fucking, I don't know, they didn't have like game stores back then, but if you went to a fucking Babbage's or something, then they wouldn't have had it in the 1980 until 1986, maybe even 7, depending on where you are in North America. If it was, it might have been even later if it was in power regions, but whatever. But yeah, this is the boss. I don't know, what is their name? I don't know. Even the blimp in Kirby Superstar Ultra, there's actually, you know, there's extra in Kirby Superstar Ultra, which is on the DS. There is an extra harder mode of the first world. It's like, I think it's called Spring Breeze, and you know, the first like area. I don't remember, but yeah, Spring Breeze, and that's based on this game, like a little mini version of this game, like very short, very sweet to the point, punchy. But oh, sprites, I like that. But Yeah, the blimp you fight in that extra mode. I don't know if they're like different, but I think they actually do have. Yeah, I think they are different. But I think like I read in the comment section of that that game's soundtrack, but that blimp has a gender, which is kind of strange to me. Although it's not really strange because inanimate objects are like very you know, personified no matter where you go. It's a lot of like a, you know, fiction. Like for instance, like what is Kirby? Like he's just a puffball right now until he turned into a, you know, what's it called? I want to say Lovecraftian, but I don't want to bring up his cat, which I just did. There you go. It's a dying animation. There you know. Yeah, Lovecraftian like beast. I need to play a lot more Kirby games. Specifically, you know, the newer ones. I haven't played Robobot. I haven't played Triple Deluxe. I haven't played Return to Dreamland. I only played like probably most of the ones before 2000. I think Squeak Squad is pretty much where I ended. That's probably the last one I played, like chronologically. Maybe, I don't remember. But yeah, probably great games. I mean, Kirby's never like, it never misses, you know. But still, I could go and refresh my brain on the Kirby thing, especially the Kirby lore. A lot of people like lore. I'm not a big lore fan. I like you know, I like when stories just like told to me explicitly, you know. Because if they want to tell me a story, they're just gonna tell me the story, you know. If they have something, good, you know, something good to tell me in the storyline, you have very good. Oh God. If you have really good themes storyline-wise, that means you have a reason to tell me, right? So you wouldn't hide it between lore if there were like, you know, great themes or like great density in what you're trying to say, or something like, you know, importance or something. I don't know. Like if Kirby Dreamland had a really good story, then they wouldn't hide it in the cutscenes. But also, this is a different kind of game, you know. It's about like, it's about the simplicity. Everything's about the simplicity. Like, oh, here's a Kracko. Oh God, he's harder. I remember he's harder than the actual boss here because he has those friggin' bullets. Yeah, Kracko Jr. Is a beast. There's those bullets that are like really like strangely patterned for a boss in this game. You have to really like watch out for him. But it's, you know, as long as you get the pattern, it's fine. But yeah, everything about Kirby's Dream Land is made to be simplistic. I couldn't imagine paying like anything above like $10 for this game though. Really good, really fun game, but definitely seems like a game you would not pay more than like a couple bucks for. So if I was like full price paying for this game, I mean it's good. I like it. It's the first Kirby game. It's obviously like iconic, but you know, having this little like okay, like this is like you've been watching me play this, right? This is the final level. you didn't know that, did you? Unless you played this before, which you probably have at this point. But yeah, this is the final level. So there's not much content in this game, and I know there's like. And honestly, people say, oh yeah, games from the, you know, the whatever's had, whatever arbitrary year you're gonna say an argument for. Oh, those stars are not, they don't hurt you, by the way. They're like, aesthetic, which I like it. I like, you know, when they're like, you know, just have details. But yeah, whenever they have, this, like, games, oh yeah, this game doesn't last long. Like, oh, it's because it's old. It's because it's old. It's not old. Not because it's old. Because there's a lot of games that have, like, extremely, ridiculous amount of levels when they're old. Like Lode Runner on the NES, I think it was Championship Lode Runner had 50 levels. There's a what is it called? There's a thing on the moon, by the way. There's a few other secrets, but I don't remember them. This one's just really cool to me because you fall to Earth and it's like, you know, it's really cinematic for a Kirby. Really cool. Here's a boss. Yeah, what's it called? Atlantis no Nazo for the Famicom. 99 levels, I think. Or is it 50? It was like, you know, it sounds like a large difference, but like some games have 50 and some games have like 99. There's like a weird obsession with that. Some games have 25 and some games have just a weird number of levels. I don't know what's up with them. But for instance, Bubble Bobble has like 99 levels, I remember. And Kracko's kind of hard, you know, hard for this game. It's not like it's not ridiculous or anything. He's just a little more challenging than the average boss, which is only like 3, so. Here you go. And that's Kracko. What a difficult boss. Mount DDD. See, so this is the last. This is the actual last level, but it's just a boss rush, so you don't have to worry about it. But you know, look at that. I don't know why you couldn't just like go there with a star, but whatever. You know, got me on an adventure. It's cool. It's cool. So as always, I'm gonna start with the cool boss. Oh, I forgot to give you like a little mini version of the level before you go to the final, like, you know, the actual boss of the level. It's not that long. It's just like a little bite size. Like, oh, remember this? I was like, yeah, I do. Was that cool? Yeah, it was. Did you like it? I mean, I did. Yeah, you're right. You have to touch a little Kirby clone too. Very cool details. I like when games have details, you know. Like, you know, having a bunch of content is cool, but like, I like when games have like detail in that content, you know. I don't like using the word content. You know, you might know, but yeah, content sounds kind of like clinical, you know. It's like someone put someone like fucking heart and soul into it. But content's the more accurate word, the most accurate word, I guess. It's just like a general term, you know. And here's the boss. Here was. I hear that. You hear that? It's the arena theme. It's the arena theme from every other Kirby game. But yeah. Also, I don't know where those bears went. Those bears are really cool enemies. I don't know they're not back. I don't know. You have to actually like fly someplace. Oh my god, I can't handle this. I don't even know why they bothered with like this small section anyway. It's kind of cool though. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But it's like, it's so short that there's really no purpose, you know? As you know, as always, just gotta go and stand by them. And, you know. And then, there you go. Do that. Probably Kracko first. Kracko's kind of difficult. I do think that this game, like resource-wise, this game uses a lot of good techniques to lower on having to use different sprites. You know, I think the simplicity probably helped with the development time. It's a very simple game. If I was gonna make a game, I'd probably make a game like Kirby's, Kirby's Dream Land. Pick a good simple project, you know. As long as you, like, you don't, the thing is, you don't need, like, when you make a game, you don't need, like, something that's, like, insanely long. People get extremely ambitious. It's like, I don't care how long a game is. In fact, if your game is, like, I want your game to be shorter and punchier. I care a lot about pacing in a game. And, Kirby's Dream Land does a lot of good in that aspect, you know? Like, it's just a really, it's like, this is, like, one of the shortest games I've ever played that's, first of all, enjoyable. And will exist, because, I mean, this is just generally one of the shortest games in general. I don't know. I haven't played a game that's too much shorter than this. Close. I like that close, huh? But yeah, resource-wise, it uses a lot of same sprites for a lot of stuff. A lot of same enemies reappear. It's not very many enemies. It's like, each enemy has, like, a use, a particular pattern they go about. And look at that. Like, look at something like that broom thing. Like, where would you see that in another series? Like, that's... I mean, that bat's generic, and that's why they get rid of that bat. Also, that little weird thing is like, yeah. Kirby's, he's just vibing. Anyway. Yeah, but, you know, they cleaned up a lot of the enemy designs for Adventure, which is good, because Adventure is, like, the far, like, oh my god, I'm really bad at this. Oh my god, I'm really bad at this. Kirby's Adventure is, like, the really polished game, you know? Like, in terms of NES games in general, like, that's insanely polished. It has, like, good sound chips and everything. I don't know for the Famicom. Famicom had like a bunch of different, like, I'm really bad at this game. Had a bunch of different sound chips they used for a lot of stuff because, I don't know, the hardware was just different. I don't know why they like subtracted the opportunity for other developers to use their own sound chips, but it was weird. Because Konami had their own thing for Castlevania 3, which is cool. It makes the game sound way better. I don't know, I might edit that in. Probably gonna edit that in. I'm just gonna, like, you know, out here. Anyway, here's the boss. Here's King DDD. We're on to the final boss. Are you ready, guys? I'm ready. Here we go. And here are King DDD. He has like 8, 9, 10 health bars. A little much, to be honest. A little overboard on that. Well, honestly, it's not that much overboard, because when they, like... Because, you know, it's like... It looks like a lot, but... Like, when you compare it to the actual, like, bosses of, like, other games, like, it's just, like... Honestly, it's the same amount. It's not that big. But the fact that he has, like, way... Like, even, like, slightly more health than you, like, makes him look like a way, like, leaner. Like, oh my gosh, how will I beat this, like, behemoth? I like King DDD. He's a very cool guy. Because he's a penguin, get it? Cool. Am I funny yet? Am I funny? You know, I never really thought about it, but, he just built an arena for us. Very, intimate, let's say. Like, is he, like, using this to train? Is he a gym rat? Do you think DDD is really buff? I think DDD is probably, like, a really, oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, he looks pretty healthy, but he has a big chest. I don't know. He's a king, so I feel like, you know, the king aspect of... I don't know. I'm really questioning that, because, like, a lot of kings are portrayed as, you know, greedy and, you know, just gluttonous in media. So I guess that's like a common trope. That's why he's, you know, so big in this game. Even though he's probably like, you know, he's like, you know, he's not like that bad at like, you know, running and trying to exterminate Kirby. But anyway, here he is. There he goes. Bye-bye. Bye. Here we go. We did it. We did it. We got all 5 stars, even though I don't know what that means. This is a weird part. I don't know why he does this. But, Kirby goes through the roof and floats the castle all the way to back to wherever. I mean, it's like a way to deliver all the stuff back. It makes sense. But, yeah, it's a way to do it. Anyway, so that was Kirby's Adventure. Masahiro Sakurai, one of the best... Mayubi. Sunday Rain. Yeah, I think that's a some of these Mami Preko. I got Tetsuya Noya. Sorry. Nogami Karandi. Jun Ishikawa. I remember he's in a lot of Kirby games for some sound composing. And Bubby. I like Bubby. And Cypher. And Bo Nakajima. How do you play Yakuza? So it's Makoto Kanai. And so many players. So many of them. Just so many. We can't count all of them. There's like tons. Kirby's Dream was presented by HAL Laboratory Inc. and Nintendo. There's a second party studio, so, and Nintendo. Thank you for playing. No, thank you for making. Love you. So yeah, that was a nice little adventure. You could say it was Kirby's adventure, even. The castles and the walls, some of their own dice. And bye-bye. Yep. So that's the that's Kirby's thing. Kirby's Dreamland. And whenever you beat Kirby's Dreamland, you get the option extra game. Good job. Press up, comma, A, and select while on the title screen to start a new adventure. Good luck. Oh, shut up, DDD, you big baby. There's no reason to be so sad. What a buffoon. What a beautiful buffoon. I love DDD. He's my favorite. He's great. But yeah, that was Kirby. And then I have the little model of the Game Boy. I don't know why I'm so impressed by just the simplest things on the Game Boy. Just like, the Game Boy is so underpowered, dude. So even if you have like the most bare minimum game on there, you have something cool. But yeah, it's up, select, and A. And then, yeah, that's it. So that was Kirby's Adventure. How'd you like the game? It was a nice game, wasn't it? I could go and do extra mode, but honestly, I just genuinely don't feel like doing that. That's like a lot out of me, you know. It's not too much out of me, but I just want to play doing that. He's out of the purview of this. This is supposed to be a simple thing, a nice, simple Let's Play. You know, to be reminiscent of the old time. People just recorded games and just did that, you know. So, I don't know. I hope you liked it, though. It didn't really have too much purpose. I didn't really say anything of substance. But it was a nice romp through Kirby's Dream Land. So I'll see you later. Bye.